Alright, we are back here in Gabriel Knight. Sins of the Fathers, it is now day 3. And as we start every day, I forget if I already asked her, because we sort of, at the end of my last recording, we had the start of the day. So let's just ask Grace what's going on. Saunter on over there. Take your time, Gabriel.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Let's see.
Could you do some research for me?
Guess I won't have anything
Sure.
new,
What?
but...
I can't.
Okay.
Okay. Messages?
Do you have messages?
Your pal Mosley called. He left a message that they're interrogating a suspect this morning, and you might want to be there.
Definitely.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I bet.
I definitely want to be there for the interrogation. As it's only day 3 of like 8 or 10, I'm going to say that's not the voodoo murderer, but the voodoo murderer's killer, I should say, better said. But, that's fine. Anything else?
Have you?
No.
I don't think so.
No, but it has a nice ring, doesn't it?
It does have a nice
Schottenjäger.
Schottenjäger. I do like saying that a lot. I think I said Schottenjäger a lot in part 2, so I was probably saying that
Do
wrong.
you know anything about?
Wasn't she a big voodoo queen before the Civil War?
That's right.
Well, you just heard everything I know about her.
Fair.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's
St.
Eve?
John's Eve.
Never heard of it. It must be a local custom. New Orleans love any excuse to celebrate.
Do you know anything?
I told you nothing.
Wait, what is that?
I told you nothing. I hope you don't think this subject is
It's
erotic.
erotic. Well, that's a fair question when you're talking to Gabriel, quite honestly. All right.
Do you know anything?
I've told you all.
What?
I know you shouldn't.
All right. That might be it. More messages?
Have more
That man from
Oh, here we
Germany
go.
called again, Wolfgang Ritter. Now he's claiming to be a relative of yours. I took down his number. If you change your mind and want to give him a call back, just ask me for it.
Yeah, give me that number.
Can I get that phone number for Wolfgang Ritter?
Sure, I'll give it to you when we're done talking.
When we're done, who talks like that?
Do you have more messages for me?
I've given everything to you.
Okay. Giving everything to you, Gabriel. Use the
Here's that phone
booklet.
number.
Thanks.
Thanks. Use the ladder. Let's try operate on the ladder.
The books cannot be.
Here we go. Easter egg?
If you try to look down my shirt one more time, I'm leaving.
Hell, just trying to refresh my memory.
I know
Gabriel.
what you're trying to refresh, and it isn't your memory. Get down.
Gabriel does not have an inner monologue. He says every thought he is thinking out loud, and I love it for the comedic effect. All right. Did we read the paper today? Did I save that for today, maybe?
Today,
Check it out.
Times Pickerview, dated June 20, 1993. Gabriel scans over an uninteresting front page. Under the cultural events section, there's a notice about a lecture on African religions. The lecture is at Tulane University. Gabriel's horoscope for the day.
Uh-oh.
An evil eye is upon you.
Evil eye.
Change course before it's too late.
Lighten up.
They've been warning us the past couple days, but Gabriel just is not listening.
Gabriel wouldn't dare touch Grace's oil.
Where was the poem? Was it top right?
Gabriel pulls down.
No, that was the snake book.
Snake. That's
Top left.
Gabriel select.
Drei Drachen. Drei Drachen kriechen in my feurigen Äthers.
Is that the book we're talking about? I feel like that's the same thing every time, but then again, I don't know German. So, okay.
If Gabriel took that down,
Took that down. I thought that was, oh, right, yeah. Just trying to pass through. Make sure there's nothing else in here that we need. Nothing else is interestingly animated. Well,
Gabriel might.
okay.
Gabriel Gabriel Knight. A little cold bubbly and brie cheese is about all Gabriel's friends.
Bills from last Christmas. Should we try to call some of these numbers? Where are my numbers? All right, that's not gonna work. Hold on. Where's my numbers? My little black book here.
Gabriel, look.
All right.
Wolfgang Ritter's phone number.
4909 324 and then 3333. 4909 324. 4909 324.
Guten Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht?
I'm looking for Wolfgang Ritter.
Ja, einen Moment.
Yeah, is this Gabriel on the phone?
This is Gabriel Knight. Why are you calling me, Mr. Ritter?
I have been having premonitions of great danger for you, Gabriel. You must leave New Orleans this very day.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well,
It is
this
hard to explain on the phone. I have had senses, feelings about you. It took me a long time to have you tracked down. I had a
feelings.
sense that Heinz had a grandson, but until these dreams started, I did not know if I should contact you.
You say you're related to my grandfather?
Yes, Heinz was my brother. There is much about the family that you should know, Gabriel. Come to Schloss Ritter in Rittersberg, West Germany. It is our family home. I will
Maybe
tell you
in
everything
the
when
next
you come.
game.
You must come immediately. You are in great danger there.
Look, I appreciate the family spirit and all, but frankly, I don't know you from Adam, and I'm not going to fly off to Germany, even if I could afford it.
Gabriel, please. If you won't listen, at least let me send you something. It is a journal from one of your ancestors. Promise me you will read it.
Well, I'm pretty busy.
Please, Gabriel. You are the last of our line. I am too old to carry on. You are our last hope. Please, for your family, read the journal.
And have some kids.
All right, I'll look at it.
Good. Now be careful and come to me as soon as you can. Goodbye.
All right. So we got something to look forward to in
Gabriel
post. Do
Carey. It's Gabriel.
you have any more numbers?
This. Somewhere there's a New Orleans phone book.
Got some numbers here. Cancer B, Canker S. It's funny. See if any of these numbers. Canoa M. Ah! Kazana. We should probably... Wait, which one was it? A? And then we'll call the Cajun Critters Veterinary Clinic. But for right now, I don't know. Should we just call all these? Yeah, we'll probably get some funny dialogue if nothing else. Madame Cassano. Yeah, I don't remember. Let's go 555 1270 1220 1280. Let's just call all our numbers. 555 555. You're in a game or movie.
Hi, is this the Kazanu residence?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Nice.
Do you or does anyone in your family patronize the Dixieland drugstore?
I'm a busy man. What are you selling?
Nothing.
Good. Goodbye.
All right. Let's try another one. I'm telling you, it's worth it even if we get the number wrong. 1, 2, 3, 12, 20.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me.
Ja?
A woman in the Dixieland drugstore dropped her purse today, and the name Kazanu was inside it.
Dixieland Drugstore? Never heard of it. Sorry.
I feel like we should try every single number on this page now, but All right, what was the last one? 1280. Actually, there were two more, but that's the last one I remember.
Hello?
That sounds right.
Hello? I'm calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Castro, be quiet.
Castro.
Who is this?
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Hmm. All right.
Does not
What else we got? $12.37. We got a. I did say we'd call the clinic. 555-6170. That was her though. 555-6170. Poor little Castro.
This is Melissa.
Know anything about animal sacrifice? Let's come in hard with that first question. It's like we're playing Blade Runner or something. Gotta throw them off with an early question.
Know anything about animal sacrifice?
It's gonna hang up on you.
Some kind of sicko?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just the fact that that was an option. 555-6170.
Cajun Critters Animal.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Our doctors see just about any type of animals, but we don't get many snakes.
Okay, thanks.
All right. And I saw Kazano, so we'll do what we're supposed to here.
does not
Cajun Critters Animal.
Do you have a Madame Cazonu as a
Crank call? You just called me three times.
Sure, I know her. She's not here right now, though.
Really? She told me she'd be there. Would you happen to have her address by any chance?
Yes, but I'm not sure I should give it out. Who are you again?
I'm worried about Castro. She's won a major prize. It's a lamp that's shaped like a lady's leg. She's my aunt and I've lost touch. Now we gotta mention Castro.
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Yeah.
Castro? Her little doggy? Oh, he's so sweet. Well, I guess if you know Castro, it's okay. Her address is 345 Dauphine.
Thanks.
Tell me about anything at all. All right. Looking good, looking good. We could look better, though. Hold up.
My hair looks...
All right. Fair enough. All right, let's head out. Oh, that's the bathroom. All right.
Gabriel
I'm heading out.
I've got some things I need to do.
Uh-huh.
Never spent any time at our actual store. That's fine. All right. So many choices. It's a brand new day. We need to go to the police station at some point. We should check the square every day. Like they have the giant picture of Castro for the Casino residents. There's the museum. Let's try the square first. There's always something going on there. Da, 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 da. Very Police Quest 3 right there. There's that guy. We came to some sort of arrangement last time. Anything new?
Do you mind if I ask you...
Has he used that gift certificate yet?
I mind, all right.
Why?
Because, A, I don't
Alright, we already had this exchange. Apparently did not appreciate that gift certificate that I gave him. Should probably get a save going. What do we got here? Lucy? Is the doc real in?
She's
Could I ask you a few questions, Madame Lorelei?
The
Hey,
only
Drew.
answers I give are given in my reading. I'm sure your palm would be quite interesting.
Man, it's like who's gonna flirt harder here?
Could I ask you if you...
The only answers I give are given...
That's a nice snake you have there.
I could say the same of you.
Wait, what? And what?
Well, I know where I got mine. Where'd you get yours?
That's personal.
Okay. Oh. Oh. She's doing the dance. Man, that's such a good way to keep people tied up in this game. All right, let's grab that snake, right?
Gabriel doesn't... Gabriel...
Just taking a quick snake dance break or something?
Madame Lorelei would not appreciate Gabriel using her boot while she's dancing.
Should we dance? All right, yeah, let's dance. What you got, Gabriel?
Not a bad idea.
It is day 3, after all.
Ooh, baby, I love the way you move.
Oh, Tim Curry.
Madame Lorelei winks knowingly at Gabriel and twitches her hip.
Yep, she wants me.
The flirt is on. So awkward without music. Why did they pick now to stop playing music? They're right there. They're clearly still playing. Are we just going to do it right here in the park? What is going on? I wouldn't put it past Gabriel.
Thanks, boys.
Weird. Oh, but she dropped her, something. That's ours now, I guess. Should we give this back to her?
The veil belonged to the fortune teller.
Sequins, you say?
The veil... That item cannot...
Let's go Gabriel 3 again. Playing the same chord over and over again. Got an accordion aficionado right here. All right, you want this back? I'm a gentleman.
I think this veil belongs to you.
Huh, my veil. I'm always losing those things. You have no idea. Well, darling, you're such a sweetie to return a lady's.
Well,
Voila.
And since you have such a clear
There we go.
interest in fortune telling, let me see your hands. They look so strong. Perhaps they will make both our fortunes clear, no?
I wish something would.
Strong. Yes, and yet so delicate and flexible.
Picking this up as she goes.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, good. I see a mysterious woman in your immediate future.
Who's she look like?
Madame Lorelei winks at Gabriel knowingly.
All right.
She is a dangerous one. Dark and beautiful. Ah, I see the road of your life forking. And very soon.
The blood drains from Madame Lorelei's face in an instant. Sweat beads on her upper lip.
Are you okay?
Oh God! Beware!
What?
Beware!
Is that a glitch or did she just become possessed? What the
What is it about me lately?
hell just happened?
Gabriel doesn't...
All right. Let's save Gabriel 3 here. I want to try something real quick. We're actually going to use our previous saves here. Before I give this back, let's just take a peek. Since she had that snake around her.
Examines the veil with a magnifying glass.
See, the things you can miss.
That sequin looks a little...
Another scale for our collection. Grab it. Take that now.
The veil... There's a snake.
Caught on the veil. So you told me. Can we tweeze? Is this a tweezer situation?
Gabriel,
Yes, it is. All right. Let's get that creepy voice one more time for good measure.
I think this veil. Well, I wish some. You don't know that.
She is a...
Are you okay?
Sounds like Sludge Vohall, kind of. You have a Sludge Vohall moment?
What is it about me?
I like that train of thought that, yeah, the police were showing up and she didn't have a permit for her stand. All right. There's that guy still doing his thing. Oh, wait, weren't you supposed to, like, make me something? Maybe you said a couple days. I don't remember. How we doing?
The artist is unable...
How's it going?
What? Oh, it's only you. Man, I have been jumpy all day. That pattern of yours really freaked me out for some reason. There's just something creepy.
You finished it?
Yeah, and you're welcome to it. Here.
Nice.
Wow, this is great.
Uh-huh. Just don't, like, blow up the planet with it or something, okay?
I didn't mean to upset you.
No promises.
Oh, forget it. I'm probably just being stupid. Do your thing with it, and good luck.
Cool. Let's take a look at this right now, shall we? Ooh. Well done. I think.
The artist's reconstruction of the voodoo murders pattern looks accurate to Gabriel. Something about it seems vaguely familiar and creepy.
All right. We want to use the magnifying lens for any particular reason on that? Nah. All right. Feeling good. So now we got the pattern. Oh. Have I? Did not know. I did not know this was up here. I'm sure Gabriel has some sins to reveal here in Sins of the Fathers. I've had sex with everyone. Oh, okay, whatever. Well, I'm sure if there was someone in there, we would be more meant to see that. Does Grace know anything about this? Can I give this to her? Get her to research this for me?
Lucy, I'm home.
Oh, joy.
He tries that a lot. All right. Let's see what she thinks of the pattern. Maybe she can figure something out from this while we're out
Do you know anything about this?
adventuring.
No, sorry.
Or not. Better said, can you look into it for me, Grace?
So, what
Your use of meth.
can I...
The strap mark.
All right, we already talked about that. Already hit on her.
Got a minute? Could you do...
Sure.
There we go.
I have a pattern
Excellent.
I need you to research.
How interesting. What is it?
It's a reconstruction of the tracings they found around the murder victims. The ones done in flour and blood.
Ugh. You shouldn't carry this kind of thing around. Who knows what these symbols mean?
That's why I need you to help.
Evil banishing gloves, if you want. But check it out for me, would you?
I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
I can't think...
Okay.
Anything at all. All right. Excellent. I don't know if it was like pressing to do that right then and there, but whatever. Give her something to do if we don't have any customers today.
I'll be back later.
Have fun.
All right, let's see. Let's check in at the drugstore. Gotta head to the police department. Go to the animal clinic. We got a full day here in day 3.
Hi.
Anything new?
Can I ask... Look,
I don't have your answer.
what do you know?
Monsieur,
Been through all this.
not from around here.
Do you know...
I've all...
What's the...
I've said...
What did you... What? You did? You heard wrong, monsieur.
All right, go in circles
you
with
ever
that till the end of
I don't know
time.
much, monsieur.
Have you... Tell me,
Schattenjager.
how did you...
Why should I discuss...
All right, nothing new here, I
What
suppose.
would Gabriel...
There's no room...
to get the mask, Gabriel.
They keep talking about that mask.
The mask doesn't open or close. The mask appears. There is moving the merchandise. That wouldn't be.
How do I buy it? I literally don't have any money, do I? Grace wouldn't let me open the cash register. All I could get was that gift certificate, and I've already given that away. Alright, well, I guess the mask will show up at some point or another. Alright, let's hit the police station. Be a part of that police interrogation. Somehow I think they may have waited for me on this one. It's just the way these games go, isn't it? Let's go Gabriel 4. Where's Gabriel 4? You around here somewhere? There you are. Neglected at the very bottom. I don't even have to talk to this guy anymore.
The door. Gabriel can't.
They know me. It's the store's Gatorade. Where's Sonny Bonds when you need him?
You son of... Give me back my badge. Now, Knight.
Forgot about that.
Sure. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Yeah? You borrowed again in your history. Now, about today. Glad you made it. It'll give you a feel for how I am in action. You know, handling suspects, that sort of thing.
I'm sure it'll be invigorating. Who is this guy anyway?
Jesse Baines.
Calls himself Crash.
Oh.
He's been an informant for us before, mostly helping us bust small-time pimps and dealers trying to break into the territory. Well, he's been staying invisible during these murders, but we picked him up this morning at Jackson Square.
I was just there.
Coke? You know something. Call it detective's instinct.
Detective's instinct. Got it.
I love how...
All right, Crash.
Oh, okay.
I want to hear about these murders. You been present at the so-called voodoo ritual?
I don't know nothing. I told you.
Come on now, you can tell me. Do you know anyone who's been to these rituals?
Look, I can't say nothing. You gotta let me go, man.
Now, you relax. No one knows you're here. The men who picked you up were plainclothesmen.
Plain clothes, like you could fool them. They know I'm here. They've got ears all over the city. They know everything.
Now, who are they, Crash? Are they the ones doing the murders?
Let me go.
If you're so worried about being detained, start talking. Now, you tell me what I want to hear, and maybe I can get you in the witness protection program. But you have to earn it.
Witness protection? Are you crazy? Don't make me laugh. Jesus, just let me out of here.
Now, come on. Who's behind these murders, Crash? Why are the victims all members of the underworld?
By now they know I'm here. I mean, it's different when I'm supposed to come here. Or if I can send a message. Tell them I didn't say nothing.
Crash, he's freaking useless. Take him back to detain him, would you, Tony?
Yeah, Tony. That's the last we ever saw of Crash.
I tell you, times like this, I'd kill for truth serum and damn the civil rights.
Can I quote you on that?
Huh? Hell no. Damn! We only keep him for 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, I might have to let him go. Sorry it wasn't more exciting.
Yeah.
For the book, I mean. Maybe you can punch it up some. You know, what do they call that? Fiction. That's it.
It certainly is. I'll see what I can do.
Anything else? Didn't look like you got much out of that.
Can I ask you? What can you tell? What you?
What it?
Oh,
Just make sure we've exhausted all this.
Do you know anything about snakes?
The only thing I know about snakes is I don't like them.
What?
We get some occasional. We used to have a lot of.
So that's coming up.
Hell no. Is that Fran?
True. Do you know?
She that redhead?
Then I. Have you?
Well, not.
Tell me.
What?
tell me anything at all.
Just
Remember how we used to play?
Alright, circles there.
What's the status on the voodoo murders case?
It sure as hell ain't going well. There's a lot of brakes being applied in different areas of the investigation. We're getting some real info on the victims now, and I was hoping to get more out of Crash, but he's scared shitless. We'll have to let him go tomorrow morning.
And
Have you ever called the hair club for men?
I'd rather have no hair than your hair, Knight.
I'd like to get you on some truth serum saying that. Mosley. Alright, I'm taking off. Thanks for wasting my time.
The suit.
Sure I
I'm
can't
gonna
use
hit the road.
your badge for another day
Later,
or two?
Knight.
I'm mad at you. Alright. Where to next? Let's make the rounds. Where haven't we been yet? So we got the cemetery. Were there parts of the cemetery? Anything new from our gravedigger friend?
You got some?
Mind if I
Go.
What can you
I don't.
What?
I told.
What?
Hey, if you want to know,
do you
I don't.
What?
Why? Sometimes we get some weird goings on in that cemetery on that night. More often, a few nights before. People taking grave dirt, bones, and more.
That's pretty disgusting.
Yep. Don't know what they do with them, but it can't be pretty.
Do you?
No.
What else?
Boy, go out and buy a book if you.
Have you ever?
I don't know.
Tell me.
That's about.
What other?
No. I ain't one for naming names. I don't like to encourage that kind of thing. Nope.
Tell me something.
Just look around.
Alright. Let's check everything out, see if there's anything new. There's one more screen to check out in this direction. I like how they handle the portraits as well. It's okay. There she is. Apparently the most beautiful woman that we've...
Malia.
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
True.
Mine too.
I noticed. Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
Whatever for.
I can't stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that a million times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it. Oh, I
Just
can't
one
believe
pickup
I'm
line
saying
after
this.
another.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Look, I know you've got more money than God. Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
You're hot.
No, I don't.
Yeah, okay.
Why don't you come see my world? I have a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See? I knew it. You're crazy about me, too. Come back tonight. Please. My world isn't so bad.
I've got Bree.
I'm sorry, but there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not now, not ever.
Someone with Bree. You can't go out that way.
Damn it.
Oh, you can. Well, she can. We cannot.
Gabriel's done all the begging he can muster at the moment. Molly will have to work this out on her own.
Alright. Let's head on out. See where we're going next. As we continue making the rounds here. Yeah, she's gonna be trapped there for a while. Give her the decency of leaving so she doesn't have to see her embarrassed in front of me. Alright, so we still got the Casno residence. Yeah, not the clinic, that's her address. I misspoke. Napoleon House, Jackson Square Overlook, Moonbeam Residence, French Quarter, Tulane. Yeah, we should have given that illustration to the folks at Tulane. Let's stop by anyway, see what we can glean. Probably nothing going on at that. Oh, okay.
It looks like the lecture's just starting. Gabriel decides to record the session.
Voodoo is the tribal religion of Africa, but the name Voodoo is actually a banner heading under which resides an entire body of distinct tribal belief systems. The word voodoo may sound familiar to you. What is known in the States as voodoo is actually an amalgamation of African religious systems, voodoo, and European religions, primarily Catholicism. All of the subcults of African voodoo have certain things in common. The most important is the worship of a pantheon of spirits instead of the single deity that the Christian and Muslim systems have. Some of these spirits are elementals. Some relate to specific
pizza elemental
or places. Some represent important tribal leaders who have died. This spirit worship is what makes voodoo so easily adaptable. With all those spirits, it's no problem to add a few more. Say, for example, the Virgin Mary. At the height of tribal Africa, warfare was common. One tribe would conquer another, and the Loa, important in the conqueror's tribal system, would be adopted readily into the conquered tribe's Loa pantheon. In this way, many of the voodoo cults spread and mingled throughout tribal Africa, enriching the belief system and causing innumerable offshoots. The basis for the voodoo religion seems to be as old as man himself. It has much in common with many early pagan practices: animal totems, sympathetic magic, elemental spirits in the trees, the heavens, the bodies of the sick. Africa is believed by many to be the cradle of the human race. Some of the voodoo Loa may be as old as the Garden of Eden itself. We still can't explain some of the real power of these primal religions. And note, I said primal, not primitive. There are African Bokors who baffle our scientists with their supernatural powers. Now, let's discuss the elements of voodoo.
Fascinating guy.
In voodoo,
I'm learning.
Are called the Loa. During a voodoo ceremony, celebrants are possessed by the Loa, and this is called being ridden. The human worshiper is seen as a horse, and the Loa as the divine horseman. A person being ridden by a Loa takes on the characteristics of that spirit and becomes, in effect, merely a vessel for the more powerful entity. Some of the older original Africa Loa include Dambala, the great serpent god; Ezrule, the mistress of love; Babanebo, or Gede, the lord of death; Agwe, the spirit of water; Legba, spirit of the crossroads;
Ken from accounting.
and the cruelest and most dangerous, Ogun Badagri, the lord of destruction.
Yeah, Voozle.
Oh, I gotta get more sleep at night.
A tribe-specific Loa can have as much or more power as the more widely worshipped Loa. For instance, a particular tribe might revere highly the Loa of an ancestor who was a legendary hunter or politician. Voodoo temples are called Houndfors. Their priests, Hungan or Bokors. Their priestesses, Mama Loa. In a voodoo Houndfor, there's a ritual circle marked by a center pole called a poto mitan. The ritual circle is prepared with a veve.
That looks kind of familiar.
Each tribe.
Why didn't I bring that damn drawing?
Consisting of complex symbols that
should have made a copy at the police station.
during ritual conclaves, initiates dance.
I might still have it, actually.
Both and a Mama Loa, or head priestess. The use of totems or animal masks and markings was not uncommon in the original African ceremonies. Now, though, all but the oldest sects have abandoned this practice. Ritual objects used during the conclaves include the ritual gourd or asson, the ritual knife or kubasa.
That knife gives me the chills.
Yeah.
The ritual whip or fouet kash.
Fouet kash.
And the ritual coffin or seke madule. These items are often optional, called for by the Mama Loa for specific magical rituals. The Mama Loa is the most powerful figure in any voodoo sect. Voodoo is a truly matriarchal system. Even the Bokor knows his power is limited. Mama Loa is the supreme woman. She puts butterflies, fireflies.
Gabriel. Oh well.
Firelight. No, what is it? Gabriel?
What? I can't see.
Gabriel, get in.
Man, it's too small for me.
You must get in, Gabriel.
It's not mine. Too small.
Hide, Gabriel. Hide.
No, no, let me out. Help.
Young man, the lecture is over.
Oh my God.
Wow. Tense. Oh my God, I didn't stop and get that woman's number. All right, get a Sierra reference here, a little Easter egg in the board here. Let's check it out.
Gabriel scans the bulletin board. Greek night at the Alpha Psi Omega frat house. It looks like it took place sometime last spring.
We missed it, gang. There's going to be a hero wanted. The healer lost her ring. The Baron and Baroness have gone missing.
Gabriel scans. There's a notice for a lecture on
Laura Bow
reporting techniques to be given by
Octogenarian
Pulitzer Prize winner Laura Bow Dorian.
Still kicking, Laura.
Unfortunately, it's weeks away. By that time, Gabriel will have to have learned on his own.
Man, how sweet would that be? Him and Laura teaming up like an 80-year-old Laura Bow.
Gabriel need a ride to LA the last weekend in August.
I wouldn't go there if you paid me.
Gabriel, work out of your home. And
there we go.
$2,000 a week.
Someone write that number down. Screw this voodoo murder thing in bookstore.
6789.
$8 grand a month.
I actually called them once.
Oh.
You sell cat food over the phone.
I was gonna say make about $100 grand a year in 1993, no less.
Gabriel, we'll do algebra or biology homework for food.
Narrator liked that one.
Gabriel, jazz jam session.
Oh, hell yeah.
Tuesday at 7 in the music building.
I'm there.
Gabriel, haircuts for $10 a hair.
Never.
I'd let an amateur touch these locks.
I was just about to say.
Gabriel, Greek night at...
All right. Yeah, let's see if we can't go talk to the professor. If we not get chewed out that we fell asleep during that lecture.
Are you a student?
No. My name is Knight.
Sweet fish tank.
Knight.
Well, you have walked into my private office, Mr. Knight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here. If you figure it out, let me know.
Cool. Got stuff in the foreground. Gabriel 4 getting some more love. Let's talk. You look like you have a good brain to pick.
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it will get you out of my office.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
You already sat through my lecture on the subject, Mr. Knight. Perhaps next time you could stay awake and learn something.
By the way, my classes aren't for just free auditing.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I've read about them in the papers. I must admit to some interest. But according to the newspapers, the voodoo aspect is faked, so I haven't really pursued it. You know how Americans, especially Hollywood, treats voodoo. I'm sure there are many so-called practitioners out there that have no idea what they're doing or the power they're playing with.
Kind of looks like Guy Pearce a little bit.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I find it interesting to see the occasional fragment of voodoo practices in the everyday culture of New Orleans.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I'm not a zoologist, Mr. Knight, but I know all I care to about reptiles.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
Guess I do too.
It's June 23rd, the feast day of St. John the Baptist. But June 23rd has been a sacred day since the earliest times. Ancient sun worshippers used to roll a flaming wheel down a hill to celebrate the sun's descent on that day.
A burning wheel? Huh. Do you have any idea what Cabri sans Coeur means?
Please.
Cabri sans Coeur. Yes, I do. It's a Haitian term, I believe.
Finally.
It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
Someone said that in the
As
chat.
in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice. Sacrifices in voodoo are usually of the animal variety. Chickens, bulls, goats. If the gods demand a goat without horns, it means a human being.
Okay. We might need to circle back and talk to that shop owner. Have some
Do
words.
you know anything about Marie Laveau?
While I find the colloquial bastardizations of voodoo somewhat interesting from a sheerly intellectual point of view, there's not a lot of relation between people like Laveau and true voodoo practices.
Okay. How about the masks? I'm trying to buy one crocodile mask I got my eye on from that one guy, but he won't sell it to me. Any tips?
Do you know anything about animal masks?
As I said in my lecture, which I assume you actually listened to, is that animal masks, totems, are used extensively in most African voodoo religions.
Do you know anything?
I'm not in the habit.
Tell me about bebés.
If you'd taken notes during my lecture, you wouldn't have to ask.
I recorded it.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
I'm afraid I can't help you there, Mr. Knight.
There are limits to his knowledge, apparently.
Have you ever... Tell me about yourself.
All right, Mr. Knight. I'm 35, a fully tenured professor at this university, as well as a fellow at Cambridge. My doctorate was obtained at Syracuse. Yes, Syracuse, in religious studies.
Right.
I'm an agnostic, but I find human belief systems fascinating. I specialize in African religions because I grew up there. My father was a Protestant missionary. And I am heterosexual when I practice sex at all, which isn't very often. Any other questions?
No.
I could give you some tips for approaching the fairer sex. That would be fantastic.
I'd really like to know more about you.
As I said,
there have been several articles written about me, Mr. Knight, as well as blurbs on my book jackets. If you want a biography, read.
Can't read.
I'd really like...
There have been...
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
It's very rare. Most voodoo practices do not include human sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible.
Possible.
The gods demand.
Oh.
For example, one of the chants I had translated for me from a Haitian ritual went like this. Mistress Azuli, come and aid us. If a cock is demanded, we will give it. If a bull will suffice, behold it. But if a goat without horns is required for sacrifice, oh, where will we find one? Azuli is the gentlest of Loa, so they call on her for mercy. But I have seen grown and powerful Hungan tremble before a possession by one of the more violent Loa, such as Papa Nebo.
Papa Nebo.
Clearly, they are afraid that something of the sort will be ordered, or that the Loa will simply take it for themselves.
Huh.
Tell me...
I wouldn't dwell on it. Most voodoo sects probably haven't seen a human sacrifice for several generations.
It's just, you know, the whole voodoo murders thing.
Tell me...
I wouldn't dwell on it.
All right.
But you already sat...
Let's show him some stuff. Look what I still have.
Can you tell me anything about this pattern?
This should be helpful.
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Mind if I copy this?
Be my guest.
What do I look like, that lady at the
Great.
police department?
I'll be right back.
Do what you gotta do. Nothing to steal while he's in the other room? Alright.
Here you go. You know, this is a fascinating baby. You must tell me all about its origin.
Actually, I was hoping you'd tell me. Can you figure out anything about it from the symbols?
Well, some. That's why I wanted a copy. I want to research the design myself. Each of the symbols in the baby represents something. A loa, a place. Where did you get this?
Piece together.
Have you heard of the voodoo murders?
No, you're kidding. Really? Then the voodoo is authentic. The newspapers are wrong. Boy, are they wrong.
Uh-oh.
You think this Veve is authentic, then?
Authentic? Mr. Knight, that's like asking if the Mona Lisa is a painting. Tell you what, I'll look into these symbols myself and see what I can learn about the sect that made this. I'll give you a call when I have more information. You are associated with the police, aren't you?
Absolutely. But I'm, undercover. You can contact me at the St. George's bookshop in the quarter.
All right. Now, I'd like to get started on this if you don't mind.
Not so fast. I have a lot more things in my pants to show you. Like this dead body.
Is there anything you can tell me about the voodoo aspects of this photograph?
This is serious voodoo ritual. Nasty stuff.
In what way?
Let's see. I can't make out much detail from this photograph. Except for the corpse, of course.
Of course.
But the wound, the face, and what little I can see of the ritual paraphernalia. Reminds me of certain black voodoo practices. Very rare. I've never witnessed them myself, you understand.
Really? Interesting. Thanks.
All right. Bully now. Let's just keep going.
Can you tell me anything about...
No.
Hold on. Got a nice pair of tweezers.
Can you tell me...
No.
Where's that soiled hanky? Broken sword style.
Can you tell...
No.
Honestly, we're starting to get into some interesting stuff here.
Can you
No.
No.
Can you tell me...
No.
All right, yeah, we'll ask him more things after we finish. How about this number?
Can you tell...
No.
This German phone number.
Can you tell me...
What about... This was a...
Can you...
I got this
No.
from the murder scene, I guess it was. What was that? Yeah, lump of clay. Yeah, right. Oh, reptiles. I don't think he had anything to say
Can you
about that. Yeah, that's fine. But how about these symbols?
Can you tell...
No, I've never seen those symbols. Therefore, they're probably meaningless.
Wow, that's...
Really? Are you sure?
I am never wrong, Mr. Knight. Therefore, sure is not in my vocabulary.
All right, then.
This is...
So much for that. I don't
Can you tell me
understand
anything
it,
about-
so it doesn't matter. Love that rationale.
Can you...
That would freak him out a little bit. Anything else? Hair gel? Need any hair gel? Just kidding.
Can you tell...
Gabriel doesn't share. All right, before we get going, let's just check those last options. Black
Tell
voodoo.
me what you mean by black voodoo.
Well, like any religion, the beliefs can tend toward positive or negative ends. Can be used for good or evil. Christianity, for example, has its doppelganger, Satanism. Anytime you attempt to set up an icon to explain evil, you invite some warped mind to worship it. The same is true of voodoo. There are those who are drawn by and desire personal power from the darker, bloodier lower.
Can you tell me anything about that?
I told you I would risk.
Guess that should do us for now.
I'm not in the...
All right. I'm going to go ask him about that mask. Thanks for the time. Much appreciated.
Oh, you think so? You were snoring so loud I didn't think you'd heard it.
I have a rare skill.
Yes, to Africa, mainly.
Travels to
I
Africa.
suppose having all this voodoo stuff sitting around doesn't make you nervous at all.
It's voodoo stuff. And
voodoo stuff.
Why should it?
I'm very interested in voodoo myself right now.
How nice for you.
Hey, you've got quite a collection of goodies here.
My travels have been rewarding, yes.
Your lecture was...
All right. Let's head on out. I think we gotten everything we're going to get.
I'll see you later.
Good day, Mr. Knight.
Okay.
Gabriel does...
Okay. She knows. Give a lecture on perfect hair. Let's head back to French Quarter. And let's head back to the Dixieland drugstore. Now that we know about that phrase.
Hi.
Jig is up. Save first, though, for obvious reasons.
Can I ask...
I know for a fact we can ask about animal masks now. Nice. I happen to know on good authority.
I found out what Cabri Sans Corps means. How did you know about human sacrifice?
Busted.
I never said those words, monsieur. You must have heard them from someone else.
It's pretty good defense. All right. I have no further questions on that subject.
Do you know anything about...
Like the ones in the voodoo rituals they do for the tourists?
Right.
I used to sell a few as souvenirs. The only one left is Willie Jr.
There you go.
The old crocodile.
Sell it to me.
Sort of a mascot now, you know.
I'll buy it.
Can you tell...
They're curiosities, no? This is a curio shop.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting. Can you...
Okay. Let's ask about Willie Jr.
Would you be willing to let him go?
Maybe.
$100?
For $100.
What?
$100? You gotta be kidding.
Me and Willie Jr. very close now. We'll part with him for less.
Alright, guess I'm gonna go back and talk Grace into letting me rifle through that cash register.
Tell me about it. How did you...
Why should I discuss... Don't insult me.
Do you know...
No, sir.
I feel like you do.
Do you know...
Black voodoo?
No such thing.
What?
Monsieur.
Alright, I'll be back with $100 apparently. Ridiculous.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
Oh, Grace. All right, Grace. I'm sorry. I need money.
It's certain. Gabriel checks the drawer again, just in case life as we know.
Gabriel, that's all.
Would I do that?
Just take the big...
Gabriel.
Would I?
All right, never mind. Fine.
Gabriel.
Never mind.
I'm going out.
Have fun.
All right. Where have we not been? Well, we still have the Casno estate. Let's try her residence. Not sure the Gabriel Knight charm is going to work on this lady, but we'll see.
The knocker is Gabriel. It's...
Yes?
Hi.
Who is it?
Probably not that. Let's try that.
I'm doing an article on voodoo, and I heard that you...
I am a good Catholic, young man. Take your evil influence elsewhere.
But I just have a few
Good Catholic,
questions.
you say.
I can feel the evil eye. Go away.
I watched a, Good Catholic. Cathedral? And they give me some dirt on her that I can use. I watched a making of this game after I did the first 2 days, and they explained that they had feedback from some people in the early 90s with other Sierra games where they're like, you Sierra people shouldn't just assume that when I click the hand on something I want to use it. I might just want to pick it up. So they basically said, all right, so we're going to come up with a separate icon to interact with things that's different from picking things up. So that's who we can thank for all these. This is a more complex icon system. The 1 or 2 people that actually wrote and reached out to Sierra in the early 90s. It didn't take on, as you can tell from the other games, but there's nothing here.
Gabriel can... The door. Gabriel cannot go in there.
It's the priest part. Pastor time. Get a sweet,
Gabriel can... Here
we go. See?
May I help you, my child?
I'd like to make a confession.
All right, if it will make you feel better.
I think I just need an overall apology to the universe.
How many Hail Marys for that?
Apology noted.
Thanks, Father.
Is there anything else?
Just like that?
Nope, that's it.
Goodbye, then.
No, I need to...
Peace go with you.
Casino lady, I need to...
the panel behind...
That's all he's gonna give me?
That...
Alright. Maybe he left.
Gabriel cannot...
Let's try this side, I guess. I don't know. Why wouldn't you assume this is a... Okay, there we go.
My child.
Freaking out.
Can I ask you a few questions?
The confessional is not the best place for interviews, son. You can contact the parish offices if you need private counseling.
I understand.
Is there...
Could you give me a blessing?
There we go.
Do you feel the need for a blessing, son?
I'm afraid I do.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Yeah.
All right. If it will comfort you.
The priest blesses Gabriel through the confessional window.
Get points for that?
Peace be with you, son.
That's hell no. If,
Thank you, Father.
Jane Jensen is a Catholic. No? Alright, let's try some of the other doors. There we go. Take your time, Gabriel. It's not like folks are watching. I got 1 spade. But it was fun watching the making of, and they did interviews with Tim Curry and some of the other folks who did the voices for the games, Mark Hamill, and just them being like, "Ooh, it's exciting to be a part of this. This is going to be the future," which in some ways they were, right? Yeah. So, oh, here we go. Don't mind if I do.
I can't resist black.
There you go.
Gabriel cannot see himself wearing a long...
Anything else?
Nothing on that shelf interests Gabriel.
So what do we got now?
There's no reason to wear that at the moment. Not
Is the shirt enough?
You've already...
You lucky devil. Jeez.
Well, you never know when a priest's collar will come in handy.
Now we got the collar. He really just steals things, huh? If he thinks it's going to help, if it's in his interest. I don't know how he would know. I don't know. Maybe if we hadn't gone to Casino's place, I would question it more. But you can see the wheels turning in Gabriel's mind there. Oh, I don't want to. What's the fastest way to get back? Ah. Is there just like something I can hit to get back to the map sometimes? I guess this will do. Yahvoozle. Shouldn't say Yahvoozle in a church in a video, even in a video game. Alright, let's try the Casino residence one more time. After we look at the part, of course. We will knock on that door again. Hopefully she's not peering through the window right now.
All right, but this is private.
Still doing it out in public. All right, did he put the collar on too? I guess he did. And we got to fix the hair too?
The things I do for my art.
That's what I'm saying. Ah, I really hope we get a close-up with that hair.
Yes? Who is it?
Father McLaughlin.
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
McLaughlin.
Father McLaughlin, you say? You must be new in the parish. I'm so pleased to meet you, Father. Do come in.
Thank you, my child.
My child. All right.
Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
Come on, close up.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
What do you know about the voodoo murders? There you go. That's great. Now he looks like, Alright, give me a minute.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
People think I'm just a foolish old woman, but I know the things they do. My family's been in New Orleans since 1750, so I know more than most. Voodoo people are all over this city, in the shops, everywhere. They'll curse you like that, and most people don't even notice. Spit on your bread at the bakery. Take strands of your hair at the store when you try on the clothes. You have to be so careful. But I know their ways, so I can protect myself. I know how to use the magic too, and I can counteract their evil spells.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Why would he be asking her that?
They are nothing new to me, Father. They happen all the time. I hardly go out anymore. It's too dangerous in the streets. They can get you anywhere, you know.
He's got like a little Domino Gleason look to him a little bit.
Try not to let them know about me. That's the best way.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
The only true New Orleanians are of French origin, you know. My family were among the original settlers of New Orleans. They came here from France. The Creole society used to be so gay in New Orleans. Now it barely hangs on by its fingernails.
Do you know anything about snakes?
Like we always have the same like 10 stock options to ask everybody about.
Evil creatures. Did you know that evil people can send them into your dreams? They can. That's why I never sleep.
Right, thanks.
This sounds like Olga from Quest Gregory 4 a little bit.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? Mais oui. I used to love the St. John's Eve Mass at Sandwick Cathedral. Of course, it is also a night of great wickedness, worse than All Hallows Eve. They will
Thanks, Nor.
corrupt anything, Father.
They? They who?
Oh, you know.
Do you have any idea what Cabri Sankor means?
Mais oui, I know. I bet you do not, Father, n'est-ce pas?
Don't eat the chili.
Goat without horns.
Oh, Father, you surprise me. You do know what it means.
Now I do.
What they mean by goat without horns, don't you? A human being. That's right. Slit your throat, cut out your heart. Pure evil murder.
There we go. Good thing we answered truthfully
Tell
there.
me more about Marie Laveau.
She was only a front for the real evildoers, Father. And that's the truth about Marie Laveau.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
No, Father. I don't know anything about that.
Do you know anything about Veves?
No, Father.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Oh, yes, Father. It is the wickedest kind. The kind they practice here in New Orleans.
Tell me,
I already told you.
Okay.
have you ever heard of a Chaton?
Now I know a word you don't know.
No, Father.
That's right. Shut up, old
Do
lady.
you know anything about human sacrifice here in New Orleans?
My great-grandmother who tells stories. She saw it.
Huh?
People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans. But the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
Can you tell me?
What is there to tell?
They got your heart out.
Tell me about yourself.
Anything at all.
I am Creole. My family has been in New Orleans for over 200 years. Real New Orleanians are French, you see. These days the city is overrun with people with no heritage at all. No offense, Father, but it's true. But the French, naturellement, will always be the true blood of New Orleans.
Who were the real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandmother told me that Laveau was just a front, a flamboyant decoy. She distracted authorities from the real voodoo queen of New Orleans.
The real voodoo queen.
It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo enfant. That's what they call their temples, you know. It's so secret. Most of the voodoo people in the city don't even know about it. The real voodoo queen controlled Laveau, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
Is there anything else you...
Well, my great-grandmother said that the real voodoo
Copper
queen
codes.
was the most beautiful woman on earth. She had the most incredible copper-colored skin. Well, they are all brides of Satan.
Well, they're all brides of Satan, but...
Tell me more about this secret voodoo hound fool.
I've never seen it. I wouldn't go near it if you paid me. But it's here in Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear the drums at night, oh yes. That's why I am so ill. I tell you, those drums. But we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us. It's the devil's work that happens there. I can tell you. I'll show you something. Something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, Father.
I swear on my collar.
Oh.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if there ever was one.
Castro?
It radiates something, all right.
It belonged to my great
Losing your
grandmother.
accent, father.
She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
To tell you the truth, I always felt nervous about having it in the house. You know, evil influence.
Might be better off with the man of the cloth.
Oh, I can see how you would, yes.
And yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations. Would you bless it for me, Father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you.
Alright, so we don't get to keep it, we just get it for a second.
Bless this bracelet of a snake.
Here we go.
Gabriel has a thought about the clay.
Bless, oh bless, this circlet of silver. Take the curse, oh take it, Wilbur.
A lovely blessing, mon père.
Yes, I think it made
Good
a
look,
lasting
Rich.
impression. Here you go.
Lasting impression. Here you go.
I feel so much better now.
Why is there clay on parts of it? Little Castro. Alright. Is that all we're doing?
It's so nice of you to invite me in.
Ah, but no, mon père. I am always happy to see one of the good fathers.
Alright. Guess that's it.
Well, madame, I must be going.
Of course, Father. I know how busy you must be tending your flock.
Flock needs a whole hell of a lot of attention.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
Can't bear it for a second. Alright. Excellent. Got us a sweet mold now. What if we should show that to the Tulane guy? Haven't seen Gran in a while. Maybe we should check it on her too while we're away from the French Quarter.
Mr. Knight, you're back. Oh, goody.
Any progress in the last couple seconds? This mean anything to you?
Can you tell me anything?
No.
Okay then. Well, we could still check in on Gran.
Okay. Oh, do.
It's not a complete waste coming out here. Right next to the murder. The latest murder. Doesn't make me feel any better.
It's my favorite grandson. How nice.
Your only grandson, but nice try, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
Guess we could ask her about the German guy. Rittenhouse.
Can we talk?
Of course.
Be curious. Oh my goodness, look at all these new things that have opened up. That's what you get for not visiting your grandma.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound food?
Gabriel, my goodness. What are you up to these days?
Nothing, Gran, really.
Better not be. You know you're the only family I have left.
It's like, get back to
I
your...
know, Gran. It's okay.
Just stick to your constant womanizing, Gabriel.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Why, no, dear. Do you mean Mardi Gras masks?
Never mind, Gran.
Never mind. We asked about Harrison, Philip, and Margaret, Grandpa, Father, and Mother. Heinz Ritter.
Do you know anything else about Heinz Ritter?
I've told you all I know.
Wolfgang
Do you
Ritter.
know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
As I said, your granddad's surname was originally Ritter. I never learned much about his family, but from things he said, I always thought he had a brother back in Germany.
There you go.
I don't know if Wolfgang Ritter is related to your granddad or not.
Okay, that's something.
Do you know anyone?
I don't know what...
I don't know what else to tell you.
You know, you get prettier.
You...
I want to get him to
Tell me,
do the
what-
the sexy tone, just so out of place.
Just tell me anything at all.
Anything
I had your father when I was 22.
That's fair. All right.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Okay.
Well,
Thanks, Gran. What's up, Brandon?
All right, dear.
She said she'd make me up some of those, some of that dessert next time. I guess there's no point in trying to see, what's her name again? Getty. Still haven't been in Napoleon House. I guess we could check that out before we call it an in-game day. So I gotta figure out where to get some money for that mask.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
All the standard fare here. You got
What can you
voodoo.
tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? I don't believe in it myself. I invented a drink once called Laveau's Tomb.
You're wasting my time.
Some people do believe, though. Even some of our regulars here at Napoleon House.
Care to point him out?
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
It's all over the papers. Some kind of serial killings.
Very serial.
What can you tell me
Super
about New
serial.
Orleans?
Greatest city in the world. I'd never want to live anywhere else.
Have you ever lived anywhere else?
Do you know anything about snakes?
What about them?
Oh, just anything.
Man, you ask the weirdest questions. I don't know anything about snakes.
They're the only questions I know.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
It's coming up.
All I know is it's some kind of voodoo holiday.
Does the phrase,
You know what goes in it?
I don't think it's a drink.
Then I don't know it.
Have you ever heard of Marie Laveau?
She ever come in
Sure.
here?
She's kind of the patron saint of voodoo in New Orleans. Don't know too much about her, but tourists sure get off on all that stuff.
Can you tell me anything about a sea?
Are you kidding?
Well, if there are, I don't think anyone in his right mind.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about
I don't think this guy knows much about what we're
On
asking.
Mardi Gras, you see all...
Yeah.
Do you know?
Never heard.
No.
Do you know?
Black voodoo? Nah,
Makes me
Have
depressed.
you ever?
never heard of it.
That, of everything, that sounded the most like a drink, and he didn't respond.
Tell me about yourself.
A good bartender listens to other people's life stories without telling his own.
Touche.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
This crowd, the ones you see, are mostly regulars. That guy and girl in the corner come here a lot. When they're not fighting, they're all over each other.
I like to
In
watch.
other words, they're in love.
Okay.
What can you tell?
See those old guys at the chess table? That's Sam and Marcus. They played every day for 20 years. Sam, the one with the purple jacket, he's lost every one of those games.
How was that
It's
possible?
not that he's a bad player. I've seen him beat guys twice as good as Marcus. But Marcus has Sam so psyched out, he loses his nerve every time.
Well, that's part of the
By way,
game, is
Sam,
it
the
not?
chess player, he's into that voodoo stuff.
All right.
He's always
Gree-gree.
talking about spells and gree-gree and stuff.
Really? Thanks.
And I realized since that one recording that it was Hero U when we had the green. I kept pronouncing it as grease. I thought if I put a little English on it, it would. Nope, I messed that up. Who else we got
What can
here?
you tell me about?
I'd call you a regular, Gabe. And one of our local writer celebrities, too. Been coming in here, what, 10 years now?
Don't remind me.
We're still waiting
How old
for
are
the
we?
bestseller.
Oh,
Don't hold your breath.
I was having an okay day until then.
That's about all I...
Tell me about.
I like music as much as the next guy, but they get pretty monotonous sometimes, you know? Like that drummer, right?
It's like I gotta listen to the same
They
theme
say there's been a
every
drummer
day of my
outside
life.
Napoleon House since the day it opened. I like drums, but this character really gets on my nerves. It sounds like the same thing over and over. I just want to say, enough already.
Sounds like my life.
gotta be worse than hearing Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You 1,000 times around the
So
holidays.
what has Sam told you about voodoo?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with. He went to a voodooine and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch. Well, he buried the pouch, and the next day, he went up and talked to the girl, and sure enough, she didn't reject him. Now she's his wife. Poor guy.
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
That's about all I can remember.
Sam, huh? Oh, there's the two that are always all over one another.
That.
Well, let's talk to Sam.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your game, but could I ask you...
Sure, interrupting one game in 20 years isn't that big of a deal.
This isn't a game, it's a slaughter!
He's right, you know, so let me die in peace, would you?
Are you sure I can...
Mister, please!
Yeah,
Shut up!
Sorry to bother you.
I'm not the chatty type, am I, Sam?
No, you...
Besides, I'm busy sucking balls.
You're a real sweetheart, Marcus, you bastard.
Are you sure I can't bother you?
Mister, please!
Yeah, right.
Shut up!
This is the...
Come on! Come on!
Shut up!
So much for that.
Can I ask you some questions?
Sure. You want to know my son?
On second thought.
Probably just lead to another fight.
Can I...
I'm trying to be with my lady here, pal.
Far be it from me to stand in the way. Can I ask...
Alright. Talk to this Ted Danson looking guy from the
Can I
back.
ask you some questions?
I'm here to relax, Fred. Buzz off.
Right.
No one here seems to care for my company.
Could I ask... So what is...
That's about...
Tell me...
Don't know.
Anything else?
Voodoo.
What?
Make sure nothing else is opening up. Yeah, so much for Southern hospitality, indeed. All right. And I've been coming here for 10 years, and no one will give me the time of day. Oh well. Maybe try tomorrow with the two gentlemen. Well, we learned a lot more about voodoo. Maybe we can talk to,
Hello, Dr. John.
Dr. John,
Glad
yeah.
you could return to us.
See if we have any new dialogue options with him now. This very eventful day number
Could
3.
I ask you...
Of course.
Is there anything...
Not voodoo is of interest.
Are you... Tell me...
You have...
Tell me...
I...
Tell me about yourself.
What more can I tell you?
Just...
I...
Really? Do you
Masks. Dave. Alright.
Is...
Well, I don't know where I'm gonna get $100. Sounds like I could do with some potions and gree and things like that from the Dixieland drugstore, but I just got no cash to work with. Dr. John's pursued career voice actor. Mr. Worf.
Can I ask...
He was part of the interview as well, or part of the making of the game. They talked to him a little bit.
Can you... Can you tell me...
To get the mask gate. This is the...
Got nothing. Trade straight up for all this other crap I'm carrying around that I don't need anymore. Can Gran loan me $100?
I knew you'd miss me.
Really?
Well, I think we might be tapped for the day. Anything new we need her to research?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure.
Can't think of anything at
Okay.
all. Is it not the end of the day? Clearly there's still something I need to do.
I'll be back later.
Good.
Try the moonbeam again, I guess. Just hit the last of these places that we haven't been. I don't know.
Mr. Knight.
Yeah, if you got any tips,
Please.
Rich. I feel like I've done everything relevant today. Wish I could afford the mask, like I said.
Give me an example.
All right.
Give.
Here's an old hoot. What about?
Tell me anything at all.
You have to be careful when handling.
No. Have you?
Been through everything. The masks.
I saw them used once with just.
Bad karma.
What?
But in the old days, they had ceremonies out in the wild, and they wore animal masks and had a huge bonfire and dancing. I used to go when I was an apprentice. Sometimes in the swamp, you know, Bayou St. John. Sometimes at the lake, Lake Pontchartrain.
Not a great place to be right now.
What's the
Special. I'm sure. I don't.
I don't even know what I clicked on to make her tell me more, but
Could I ask?
So,
Do you know?
I don't know.
What's?
that's true. That is like our messed up nightmares.
Well.
Alright, head back to the square, but we did get some extra points there, so that's something.
Peace and harmony.
For all I know, that could be the last thing that we needed to do today. It's kind of an interesting mechanic for progressing time in this game. It's like you need to do just so for the day to turn over. Let's try the square one more time. Talk to her again. Maybe she'll loan me $100.
Gabriel should get her.
Get her attention first?
Gabriel's already screwed. Gabriel.
You're back.
Yeah.
You know, you really.
What was that
freaked me out
about?
Running off like that. Yoo-hoo. Anybody home?
Subway?
Stay away from Margaghetti, or you shall pay with your life.
Vessel.
What the hell is going on?
Holy hell. Where'd she go? Huh.
The drummer is busy.
Okay. All right. Maybe I just should have gone back to that screen after she wandered off. I don't know. After I got the painting in the first place. Hopefully that's everything. All right, back to St. George's. Have we ticked all the boxes?
Lucy. I wish you wouldn't wear that coat outside in June. I could smell you from here.
It's part of my look, Grace. We make any money today? Like $100?
Got him.
Sure.
Can't think of anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have?
Nope.
No messages.
Do you know?
Do
you know?
In the.
I think.
No, I don't. But it...
Would I... Do you...
I...
Sex life, animal masks.
What? Do you know... What? Do you know...
Do you know anything?
No.
But no.
You can...
No.
Do you...
So someone's meant to come in and buy a painting from me, apparently, and it's not triggering for some reason. Speaking of paintings, hell yeah.
3 snakes in a skull.
Wow.
Gabriel's father painted.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, kids.
Bruno. How nice.
Maybe I should have just hung out.
Gee, a customer.
Of yours? Hardly.
How's the flower business?
Well, better than the used book business, I see.
Rare books.
That explains why I so rarely see anyone in here. Are you going to sell me that wonderful painting of yours today?
$100.
How much would you give me for it, Bruno?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
I need money and you won't let me go into my own cash register.
Stay out of this, Grace.
Ooh, you're serious? You'll let me have it?
Yeah, I'll let you have it, all right. How much for the painting?
$10,000.
Well, I could give you 100. That's all I can let go at the moment, you know. My affairs are so tied up.
Always turn down the first officer.
$100 for your father's
Officer offer.
Grace, let me deal with this.
Hold on. Let's save here.
Forget it, Bruno. Not for 100, not now.
Have it your way. The 100 goes with me. I'll be back, though. I can see how much you want it.
He's not going to come back in and offer me
Yeah?
200.
Well, I'll show you wanting it.
Careful. You don't want to damage the door with your incredible wit.
All right. I guess,
Fine, it's yours.
Gabriel!
Here's the 100.
You better take good care of this, Bruno. This is not just another of your hip art pieces, you know.
Really? Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display, though not for your sake, I'm sure. At least in my shop, there'll be a chance of someone actually seeing it.
can't spell Bruno without burn.
Wait until I show Sid.
I don't believe you.
It's just a painting, Grace. There are things I have to do.
Unfortunately, yes, there are things I have to do. I don't feel good about it. That was a pretty sweet painting, and, you know...
I've got some things I need to do.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Maybe we'll make the money back somehow, and we'll get to buy it back. Who knows? Alright. To the drugstore. Trading Dad's painting for the crocodile mask.
Hi.
Got your dirty money.
This is...
Wait, where's the money? I do have the money, right?
This is...
There it is.
$100 in cash. That's the most money Gabriel had in his pockets in 2 years.
Ouch! The laugh wasn't necessary, I don't think.
The money said, "In God we trust."
You got a quip, Gabriel? No?
That...
Alright, let's grab it. Burning a hole in my pocket.
I have $100. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
That's $100, sure enough. The mask, it's yours, sir. Here you go. Careful it don't bite you now.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't you go forgetting your lagniappe. A free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
Gambling oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
Well, I wasn't thinking a man as young as you would be needing that kind of remedying. But if you having problems with your...
No.
Oh, that's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks, anyway.
Of course, it ain't none of my business if you do need it.
I don't need it.
Of course you don't.
All right. All right. Gambling oil. Should we try the Napoleon House again? Some gree-gree on this guy. Or should we just pop this on right here, right now?
Gabriel doesn't want to put the...
Okay. I guess we'll know when the time is right. All right, where's that sweet? That's just hair gel. Here it is. Let's try it.
Got a second, Sam? It's about your game.
I don't have a game. That's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, you bastard.
There we go.
Never needed to cheat yet, you loser.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Uh-oh.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
Ever wonder why Marcus wins every time? Yeah.
Don't you ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Get out of here. Marcus would never use something like this.
Well, if that's what you want to believe. This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
Here we go. Double down.
This voodoo oil could make a nun get lucky.
Really? You think it really works, huh?
I'd stake my reputation as a novelist on it.
And you say Marcus uses this?
I mean,
That
20
explains
years
why.
and you've never won? That seems
Let
statistically
me see that
impossible.
bottle. Oh, this looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
Authentic.
If I could really beat that bastard. Stonewall, give me a Pim's cup, would you?
Coming up, Sam.
How much you think I'd put in here?
Careful. You don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
What? There's no such thing as too much. Now stand back.
Power of the placebo effect.
I'm ready to checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Schmutty Big Mouth. Checkmate! Checkmate, you bastard!
Just like that.
Son of a bitch.
20 years I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate!
It's like Billy Crystal and Princess Bride.
Butthead Sam Singleton that I ever met.
Checkmate!
Say it. Shout it.
You can just put this chessboard where the sun don't shine.
Sore loser. Jeez, give him a break.
Hallelujah, I did it! Yippee!
Nice game.
Nice game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant! Of course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come to Sam, you hear?
Will do.
All right, Sam, what say you and I have a little chat?
Look, I'd be glad to help you out, but I've been stuck in this
What?
spot too long.
Okay. Maybe this picture of a dead woman will jog your memory.
Does this?
Not really.
Very, inspired reaction to a dead body there. This might be an insult to the guy.
Does this?
Not really.
Do I keep on with this? Croc mask.
Does?
Not really.
I think I could beat Michael Jordan in his prime at least once if I played him for 20 years. Hold on.
Does this mean anything to you?
Not not really.
He was the jeweler, yeah. Where's that imprint? The clay. There you go.
What is this? A clay mold? Well, I am a jeweler, you know.
There you go.
And I owe you one. Would you like me to cast this for you?
If you can.
Awesome.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out. First time in years. I've been too busy playing that goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet tomorrow. Meet me here.
Great, thanks.
All right, tomorrow. That has to be everything for day 3. That might be the longest day yet.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
All right, there's the heads up. Game's a little quiet. Let's get that back up there. I think there was some quiet dialogue going on in there as well.
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Grace!
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning.
Gracie, say goodnight.
Ugh.
You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would either.
Your eyes. Oh, I could show you around a little. It's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
All right. Ooh, did the leg thing. Hollywood style. What a lovely end to day 3 that was. I spoke to the one who smelled of death. He gave to me his ears, and crosses that were marked made a veil of tears. She left early. Probably best she left before Grace showed up. That could have been, well, it could have been fun. Would have been entertaining at the very least. No nightmares. It's the power of a woman like, Miss Getty.
You're not speaking to me this morning?
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to say.
Did you find out anything about that pattern I gave you?
Yeah, I did find something. I checked the microfiche at the public library. I found an article about a murder in 1810. The newspaper published a part of a pattern found around the body. It looks damn close.
You're incredible. All that work.
Forget it.
Have it your way.
She does seem a little jealous. All right. We're going to take a break here. Pick up in day 4. What the hell? Someone peering through our window there. I'm sure we'll figure out what is going on with that in the next episode. See you for that one. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment on this video and click subscribe if you haven't already, as this seriously helps me to keep making great content for you.